It's literally a race to the altar. Yeah, you heard that right, multiplayer marriage is a thing. Hey everyone, so I just discovered some absolutely massive news in the cozy gaming world. Coral Island 1.2 update just launched, and this might be the biggest farming sim update I've seen all year. We're talking full 4-player co-op, a complete romance system overhaul, and some genuinely clever new features that I didn't even know I wanted. If you've been waiting for a reason to jump back into Coral Island or just try it for the first time, this update might be exactly what you need. But before we dive in, let me set the scene here. Coral Island has been this beautiful tropical farming sim that's been quietly building a dedicated fan base since its launch. While everyone talks about Stardew Valley, and rightfully so, Coral Island has been doing its own thing with this gorgeous art style and focused on ocean conservation. The problem was always that it felt like a solo experience in a world that seems built for sharing. Well, that just changed in a big way. Let me break down everything that's new, because there's way more here than I expected. First up, the multiplayer everyone's been asking for since launch. You can now play with up to 4 friends, and it's not just basic co-op. We're talking full cross-platform support, shared resources, and the ability to actually build a farm together. But here's what caught my attention. You can now marry other players in-game. Yeah, you heard that right, multiplayer marriage is a thing. Your friend can literally propose to you with a digital ring while you're both tending crops. Is this peak 2025 gaming? Maybe. Now let me paint you a picture of how this actually works. Imagine you and 3 friends all start fresh on the same island. One person might focus on fishing and ocean cleanup, another on livestock, someone else on crops, and the fourth on mining and crafting. But instead of everyone doing their own things separately, you're sharing a bank account, splitting daily chores, and working toward common goals. The developer fixed over 500 multiplayer-specific bugs before launch, which gives me real confidence that this will actually work smoothly. Have any of you tried co-op farming games before? Because coordinating with friends to water crops sounds either incredibly satisfying or absolutely chaotic. What really impresses me is the depth of the co-op system. It's not just you can be in the same world together. You can share resources seamlessly, which means if your friend is running low on wood while you have plenty, it's right there in your shared storage. You can work on the same projects, like expanding barns or building new farm areas, and everyone contributes materials and effort. There's also something beautiful about the daily rhythm this creates. Maybe your friend logs in early and handles all the animal care you jump on during lunch to harvest crops, and someone else handles the evening fishing run. It turns farming into this collaborative effort where everyone has a role. Now let's talk about that multiplayer marriage feature, because it's wild. You're not just marrying an NPC anymore, you can propose to your actual friend. They've added wedding ceremonies, shared homes, and even the ability to have children together in-game. It's like they took Sims and mixed it with farming sim progression. Have you ever wanted to build a virtual life with your best friend? Because that's essentially what this enables. You could have one friend who's a designated chef, another who handles all the romantic relationships with NPCs, and you could be the couple who runs the farm's business side. The role-playing possibilities are endless. Now let's talk about the romance overhaul, because this is where things get interesting. They've added something called Hangout Events that trigger at hard level 2. Think cozy picnics, jam sessions, beach bonfires. Each one comes with its own unique cutscene that's separate from the main heart events. This actually solves one of my biggest issues with farming sim romance. It always felt too linear. But now you get these optional mini moments that feel more like actually spending time with someone you care about. But here's the detail that made me laugh. According to the developer's official Q&A, if 2 players are romancing the same NPC, it's literally a race to the altar. Whoever proposes first wins that NPC's heart. Can you imagine the drama? Like, sorry Sarah, I know you've been dating Raphael for months, but I got to go to the altar first. The developers really said, may the fastest farmer win. They've also added a new relationship detail tab that tracks gift preferences and special events. No more accidentally giving someone fish when they hate seafood. Though, let's be honest, half the fun was figuring it out the hard way. Have you ever wished farming sim relationships felt more personal? Because this Hangout event sounds like exactly what I've been missing. Here's something that caught me completely off guard. Every romanceable NPC now has a unique spooky festival costume. The developers basically said, you know what, this tropical paradise needs more Halloween vibes. But this isn't just cosmetic fluff. Each character's costume reflects their personality and interests. Without spoiling anything, let me just say that seeing your favorite characters in completely different outfits adds this whole new dimension to how you see them. It's like getting a glimpse into their creative side or sense of humor. They've also added a new spooky festival minigame, which sounds perfect for those October vibes. Festival events in farming sims are often just cutscenes you watch, but having an interactive element makes the community feel more alive. Are you the type of person who gets excited about seasonal events in games, or do you usually skip them? The winter updates are subtle but meaningful. They've tweaked the snow effects to look cozier, removing snow from crops and buildings but adding it to trees, fences and decorative areas. It's such a small detail, but it shows they're really thinking about the game's atmosphere and how different seasons should feel. What I love about this approach is that it makes the world feel more dynamic. Seasons aren't just different crop rotation anymore. They're complete aesthetic shifts that change how you experience the same spaces. A cozy winter scene hits different when the snow is thoughtfully placed instead of just coating everything uniformly. Plus, they're planning to add spooky festival costumes for children NPCs in future updates, which suggests they're thinking about this as an ongoing seasonal content system, not just a one-time addition. That's the kind of long-term content planning that keeps games feeling fresh after launch. The Spooky Festival also introduces ghost story events, which unlock after reaching certain friendship levels. It's this perfect blend of Halloween atmosphere with the relationship building mechanics. Imagine sitting around a campfire with your favorite islanders, sharing spooky stories under the stars. It's exactly the kind of cozy meets atmospheric content that makes farming sims special. There's also this weird but charming collaboration happening. The developers are launching another game called Fun Guys Swarm on August 21st for $4.99, and if you buy it, you get exclusive items in Coral Island, Hungarian outfit, chest recipe, and a mythical pet outfit. It's the kind of cross-promotion that could feel gimmicky, but a mushroom-themed outfit in a tropical farming game sounds absolutely delightful. Sometimes you just need your character to look like a friendly fungus while they're planting tomatoes. What's interesting about this collaboration is that it shows Stairway Games thinking about their games as an interconnected universe. These aren't just random cosmetic items, they're themed content that adds personality to your character, customization options. Plus, supporting a small indie studio's new game while getting content for a game you already love, that's a pretty nice deal. But let's talk about the scale of this update, because the numbers are actually impressive. The developers mentioned over 100,000 words of new dialogue and text, all localized into multiple languages. For context, that's roughly the length of a short novel. This isn't a small content patch, it's significant expansion of game story and character interactions. The fact that they've been working on this update while fixing over 500 multiplayer specific bugs shows the level of detail and polish they're aiming for. Most games would ship multiplayer in a good enough state and fix problems later. The Coral Island team seems committed to getting it right from launch. Here's my honest take. This update transforms Coral Island from a solid solo farming sim into something that could genuinely compete with Stardew Valley for your friend group's attention. The multiplayer isn't just tacked on, it's been designed to enhance the core farming experience. The romance updates address real complaints players had about relationships feeling shallow. These Hangout events sound like they will add genuine personality to NPCs beyond just give gifts, see cutscenes, and get married. If you've been playing solo, the new romance feature alone might be worth diving back in. If you've got friends who love cozy games, this could be your next shared obsession. Should you care about this update? Absolutely, especially if you've been waiting for multiplayer or wanted deeper relationships in farming sims. Should you buy Coral Island now? If you are into cozy farming games and have friends to play with, this is an excellent time to jump in. The timing is perfect for a summer gaming session with friends. Should existing players return? Yes. This feels like the game the developers always wanted to make, just with the infrastructure finally ready to support it. The update has genuinely substantial new content here, not just feature additions. Alright, I want to hear from you. Are you planning to try the multiplayer? Do Hangout events sound like something you'd actually use, or are you happy with traditional farming sim romance? And who's going to be the first to propose to their friend in Coral Island? Because that's definitely happening somewhere. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button and subscribe for more cozy gaming updates. Now go build your dream farm with your favorite people. You've earned it. Thank you so much for watching today, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye! Have fun!